Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to look at how do you hook up a vacuum for your pool. You can see behind me, this is my pool. Kind of green. I've kind of let it go the last couple of weeks. It's kind of really been busy. We're in the middle of the summer and it just happens, you know. It gets a little bit out of hand. So today we're going to put the vacuum in, suck all that stuff out, and hopefully get it nice and clean. So here we go. So hopefully you're watching this, you have a pool, and this is, or you're thinking about a pool, and you say to yourself, hey, I just bought this house, has a pool, I'm not sure exactly what to do with it. And that's what happened with me. I've never had a pool in my life, bought this house, had a pool, and so the first summer I kind of just spent learning how to do this stuff with trial and error. Not a whole lot of videos out there that I could find, and so hopefully this will help you do that. So first things first, your strainer area. If you look down in here, hopefully you see that. That's where you're going to put a piece like this. Hopefully your pool came with all the pieces that you need. This is just a bypass. As the suction gets too much, it will bypass and let water through, and so that you don't just suck the heck out of the middle of your pool if something gets stuck or whatever. So, whoa, hey, dropping pieces left and right. This piece goes down in there, and then we're going to put the hose on that and go from there. So we're just going to put that down in there. If you can see, whoop, that's probably my arm. There you go. You can just see down in there. It just goes straight to the bottom. Okay. Next we get. So our pool came with this little, it's called a barracuda. It works. I'm not a huge fan of it one way or the other, but hey, it works. It goes around. I don't necessarily have to sit here and vacuum it manually. We do have a manual vacuum. It just takes a little while to do, and it doesn't, to me, it doesn't suck as well as this thing does. So eventually we'll upgrade. There's a lot with a pool that you can always upgrade, but you know, just take your steps. You don't have to go top of the line to start with. As you can see, there's a bunch of hose. You need enough hose to get from your strainer basket, which is down there, to the end of your pool. So make sure you have enough hose for that. So first thing you got to do after you put the thing in is you throw your vacuum in the pool. And just like that, you just let it sink to the bottom. And so you're going to put the rest of your hose in. And I didn't really think about the logistics of doing this one-handed, but we'll make do. All right. So the tricky part is you got to make sure that you got the right end for your suction point. You may not have one of those devices on yours. Mine came with it, so actually mine was cracked, and so I had to go buy another one right away. So I did have to get an adapter. This is the adapter. It actually fits right over the real hose. I don't know if you can kind of see down in there, but it works fine. Here's a little hack for you. So I used to struggle trying to fill up the hose because this all goes through your vacuum pump and your sand filter, and so I would try to fill this up by hand, and you know, it just didn't work real well. So what I found is, if you take your jet or the water return, and you take your hose here, let's see if you can kind of the vacuum line with, and as you can see over there, hopefully you can see it, or at least hear it, that it's pushing all the air out of the thing and it's filling up with water. And so when you hook this thing in, you don't have to turn the pump off, anything. You just let it go straight in. And before, I was having to prime the hose 2-3 times and turn the pump on and off 2-3 times. With this method, you don't have to do that. It's fantastic. So if you watch in here, I just take this piece, hook it in there. So the piece I already have in there, And there it goes. And it's off to the races. And as you can see, it's cleaning already. And it's just sucking all that into the sand filter. And eventually the sand filter will fill up. My pressure will get real high. And I'll have to stop the pump, backwash it, and then stop the pump again, turn it back to filter, and start the pump again. So you always want to make sure to stop your pump before you change the setting on your sand filter. Learned that the hard way. Ended up having to replace the valve because I wasn't stopping it, and I just made a huge mess out of everything. So don't do that. Again, it's a learning experience. Hopefully yours will have some sort of pressure gauge like that. When that pressure goes up, I don't know, mine goes up to about 20-25 pounds when it's all filled up. And when it hits that, that's when I know I need to backwash. The other thing I can tell is the jets will just bubble straight up rather than push out of the way. So hopefully that helps. Appreciate you watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. If you have any questions, put them below. Any comments, we'd love to hear them. And thanks, y'all. Take care.